months ago has all built for this. The championship game in the Big 12 Conference. One that has a long history of classic finishes. We could be in for another one here today. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the second-ranked team, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Set now, 5 wide. First down, looking to throw the ball. They pressure him and get him, but walks back to the 7-yard line.
How about that to start the game off by this defense? The offense decides to drop back on the first play, and this quarterback has no time at all because of the pressure up front.
Backed up to the 6-yard line, it's second and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The pass is intercepted.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry up. It's a draw. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
What a great job by this defense. Backed up deep in their own territory inside the red zone, but they get penetration to come up with a loss there.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang, they throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
Nothing doing in that play. The big D-tackler there for the stop.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
That's caught. It's Royer. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long. So this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Tries to get it to the running back. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Using his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
BAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking to throw it on first down. Pressure is coming. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Send the back in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's the running back in the flat. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Looks left and finds his target there. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Vols looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking for a man deep on the right side. Makes the catch. Can he get in? All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Volunteers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Breaks into open space. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Boy, the speed of this back is impressive today for Arkansas. And they've had some big-time backs that have played in Fayetteville. Darren McFadden, one of my favorite players that I ever saw play in the SEC. Felix Jones with speed on the outside. And today, this guy's showing what he can do.
Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. Pass complete on second down now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. A deep shot to the left side. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his 2nd touchdown alone here in the first half.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
And that sets up a return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And now the first play of this drive, they'll begin at the 36. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot right down the middle. He's got it near the end zone. He will score. Touchdown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Went after, up and good. Returner decides to field it. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. First down, looking to throw the football. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. It's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They've flipped into the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught quickly. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. Let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw what this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
And the Volunteers are in the red zone. And they'll go right back to him on first down. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. And the quarterback dropping back. And the senior quarterback off target there, threw it behind him.
Chris, that ball is going to fall to the ground, and if you go back and look at this, he's falling back when he makes this throw. He's actually throwing it off of his back foot. You combine that with already throwing a couple interceptions, I don't know if it's a time to think about maybe warming up the backup.
They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. The Volunteers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Vols. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know who's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he throws his third interception of the day. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Volunteers. Pick six could be a game changer.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They take some way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Tennessee, 28. Arkansas, 7.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
He's got the first and still going. Breaks loose at the 45. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal.
Looking for a man deep down the left side. Pass caught. Can he get in?
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Razorbacks looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
He escapes the pocket. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's got the first down and still motoring. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
That game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46.
Boy, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. On the move now. Escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Pocket breaking down. Grabbed by the receiver. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half, and they punch it in and build the lead before the break. And they finally stop it at the 3. The offense really threatening now. The Vols will come to the line and crank up the tempo. As a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Tennessee. Still no answer for this offense.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
That makes the score Tennessee 35, Arkansas 14.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining in the first half clock. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Finds an open target on the left side. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Looking to scramble. Deep throw across his body to the left. It's caught inside the 30 and still going. What an electric play. Suddenly they move into scoring position down to the 24. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So now on comes the field goal unit. Oh, and he's off target. It's no good. And off the miss, it's still a 21-point margin.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep down the left side. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Volunteers will kick this away to begin the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start with the 25. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. A deep shot to the left side. Oh, and he can't quite hang on. Almost the 4th interception he's thrown today. He's up second down. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first.
Looking for a man deep down the middle. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Razorbacks begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Finds room at the 30. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. Well, they trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And the Razorbacks hustle to the line to run that hurry up. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. Got momentum and scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Tackled, but forced down. And the Vols pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. QB decides to keep it here. Makes the first on his own, looking for more now. Touchdown, Vols. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
Returner looking to make a play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 42. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Pass complete on a crosser. He made the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up for the first down at the 47. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Deep ball caught inside the 10. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Gets made on the out route. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
Well, the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Moves out of the pocket. They'll try a pass here. QB to the tight end for a completion.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
They line up on 3rd and goal. Got to think this is 4-down territory, down multiple scores. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. That's another touchdown, an old-school performance from this running back in a conference championship game.
Yeah, as big as it gets, conference championship on the line. He decides to have his best game of the season in this game with everybody watching. What a game.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Caught behind the line. It's Sampson. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him. Two-back set, quarterback flanked by the backs. Here's the handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain. It's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. So 1 final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Boy, questionable call there on 3rd down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Now you got a big decision here on 4th down and short.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. This one will be fair caught. The Arkansas offense back out on the field. Ball handed off. The senior able to make the stop after a short game. And the Razorbacks hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. On the run here. Lets it go. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Could take it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers. The defense produces 6 points.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception. And what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Tennessee 49, Arkansas 28.
Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And they've got him.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds. So that clock...
And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
It's an out route. The catch made. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The receiver grabs it. And it'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
28.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
There's a 1st and 10 play. Keeping it on the ground here. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
The Razorbacks look to keep this drive moving. Got a solid drive in the making here. First down at their own 43. He escapes the pocket. He's hit just before the throw.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
We reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Offense trying to move into scoring position if they could convert third and short here from the 50. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. That play will move the sticks and set him up first down at the 42.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up.
Looking deep down the left side. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. And the kick is a squib kick. Taken by one of the up men. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And your Tennessee Volunteers will take over. 1st and 10.
Chewing clock with the running game. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. With the clock running down, they're just one kneel down away from the victory. And it's a kneel down. What an amazing run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the Big 12. They'll become a piece of the history of that great conference. And now with the playoff spot locked up, we get to see what they can do against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.